I was totally wrong when I thought that it took a lifetime to change your life. It was last December when realization hit. Life is only lived once, so why was not I making it better? I had seen plenty of YouTube videos on how to plan your year, but they felt so stiff and rough that I could not prepare myself to take a step. And most of them tell you everything but miss the main point which gives you the result. So I blended all of their advices and came up with a 4-step framework to change my whole life. And if you start today, by December 2026, you will definitely be a different person. Let me explain. Sit with the intention to forgive yourself over every silly decision you have ever made. Be really kind to yourself and believe that you are going to make it. This is the turning point, so you have to let go your past self. My past years had made me a self-hater, but I decided to pretend to love myself for 6 months. Fake it till you make it. I let go of every negative thought by writing them on a piece of paper and then burning that paper. I did this 5 times and I was a lot better. But mindset alone would not change anything. You need to know what to fix. That's where the next step comes in. I sat down with a piece of paper. I wrote down 5 major changes I wanted to see in myself after 6 months. I chose 5 because I cannot commit to more than 5 things at a time. 5 is the magic number for me. This step is basically like identifying 5 of your bad habits. If I simplify it, my 5 habits were lack of attention. I was always being distracted, wanting to do everything and still choosing to do nothing. I think a lot of people struggle with this. I read, but it neither enhanced my vocabulary nor my knowledge. Since the time when I get on social media, I think my reading has become a lot more like a race or a trend, but not for the personal growth. I was reading because it felt like a popular activity that would make me sound intellectual and trendy. I wanted to be a person with a positive mindset. Basically, I wanted the depression cycle to end. Why am I not a content creator already? Don't laugh at this, but I really think I have a potential to be a million subscriber content creator. These were my 5 bad habits. Next, I will tell you how I turned them into goals and then into action. Now I had 5 things that needed my time over 6 months. I had to set goals towards them. What did I want to achieve? For my attention issue, I wanted to be able to sit and carefully listen to an hour-long video or lecture. For me, that would be more than enough. For hobbies, I chose the ones that woke me up at night. First, language learning. Second, writing with my non-dominant hand. Third, learning Palmer method. Fourth, photography. These were things I had always wanted to do in my life. And also, I want to practice more positive mindset. Most people set goals, but they don't build a system to actually work. And at the end, nothing works for them. Goals are like a journey. Building a system is like putting your car on the road towards that journey. Now, hear this. I am an energy driven person. That means if I am feeling energetic, I work. If not, it's my day off. I am not committed to consistency. So every time I set a goal, I build a system that works even when I have low energy. My attention span was 3 minutes at its best. I tried to slowly work on it. For a whole week, I tried to watch videos that were 10 minutes long. Taking active notes made me accountable along with documenting that I had been listening. One more thing I practiced, I did not touch my phone right after waking up or before going to sleep. This way, my energy was reserved and I was less distracted. Now let me be real. I have increased my attention span up to 40 minutes and honestly, that is something I am proud of. For reading, I use Substack as they have some really good articles to read in one go and there are so many topics to dive into. I made a glossary journal for new words to add into my daily communication and a reading journal to pile up my thoughts and questions that I used to ignore lately. I am suddenly a proud reader. For language learning, I first tried Arabic Pod 101 YouTube channel because my main motive was to learn Arabic. music, but I was already distracted at that time. Whenever I opened YouTube, I ended up watching another random video. So I installed Duolingo since it's a separate platform and it's fun to do your lessons there. Now I have a streak of 146 days with no day off. For non-dominant handwriting, for the first 2 months, I just practiced holding the pen and drawing random circles. Then for the next 2 months, I practiced writing alphabets and random words. Now I can write full sentences. My next challenge is to fill a page. I had not aimed for perfection, so this little progress is best for me. For the Palmer method, I thought it would be easy. I had cursive handwriting, but it was not consistent, and the Palmer method was not easy for me. The hard part is that even when I try writing with these rules and strokes, my actual handwriting still finds its way to be visible. And I will say it again, I initially did not aim for perfection and practice is not ended yet. So there will be more progress in future. For photography, I installed an app called Viewfinder because the interface is much simpler and beginner friendly. I have 340 images that boost my dopamine instantly. The goal was to click at least one picture every day. For content creation, I started this channel. The goal was to not use AI for the script or narration. Although I am not regular and the quality seemed off as part of my goal, I am still proud of myself. I have overcome my fear and I have plenty of ideas to work on, and this is what matters the most. I have been meditating and my research on manifestation has helped me a lot in mind reprogramming and shifting myself. So whenever a negative thought struck my mind, I go for a long walk without my phone. I have linked all the resources I used in the description, maybe you need one. Now you have the simplest framework 6 months ahead and the decision is in your hand. Take it or leave it. I really want you to take this chance. Just two simple things that I want you to follow. Make it simple and don't force yourself to be a perfectionist. Even a small little progress is worth changing your life. The journey is not fun when you have to break your older patterns, but trust me, you will love the version of yourself after this journey. By the way, what's the one thing you want to change? I would love to hear that. Comment down below.